Hi there, friends. My name is Katie Rex. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to this page, please say hello. Comment #replay if you are catching this part on the replay. I'm just going to get my link sent out and we will get started. So I've kind of already started a little bit, but wanted to hop on here and show you. I'm using the Launch Duo. You can hear the fans going. It is set to 390 degrees. And what I'm doing today is just some really cute kinks and waves. You can see them. And then I'm finishing it off with the Posh hair polish, which will give me a little bit more definition to the waves. So boom, let's get started. I'm going to take down another layer. I am not scarce on my layers here because I honestly don't need a bunch of definition. So I'm not picking super small sections. If you want to go smaller, feel free to, obviously, feel free to. So I'm just going to grab, I like to start from the back, working my way up to the front, and I just go rotating my wrist and dragging down until I get all these cute kinks and waves in the whole way through. So I can see I've got some viewers, but it's not telling me who is hopping on. So if you would, say hello. I love to see who's checking out the tutorials. And again, I am going for like a messy wave, more of like that natural look, that it is not going to be perfection by any means. So that's why I like to use the Duo for this. And then I finish off, I just run through real quick, and then I finish off with a very tiny amount, like we're talking that much. Rub it on my hands and just kind of gloss through. This is going to help provide some definition, some shine, anti-frizz. It is amazing. Okay, then I'm going to come over to this side. This is why I like to work from the back to the front, because I'm able to see, once I pull this forward, pieces where, you know, the last pieces worked and where I've left off. So I'm just going to start here in the back again, and we're just going to go up. I always go up first because it gives you more volume and oomph up there at your scalp. So that is why I always go up first. And up, down, up, down. Again, I try to keep the tool moving the entire time. That's going to help decrease the risk of any kinks and whatnot. So up, down, down. And then add a little bit, let me set that down. Just the tiniest little bit of that Posh, run it through my fingers, get it in here, and boom. And it's just going to create some, like if I had naturally wavy hair, which I don't. My hair's like, it's not like poker dead straight by any means, but it's definitely not wavy either. So I just take these few sections, 1, 2, 3. Let's twist this up. And section, oh my goodness, my arms are working backwards today. Okay, grab this section. Hope y'all are ready for an amazing weekend. We are renovating our shed and turning it into a home office for my husband. So we've got a dumpster out back, and after we get through that, then we have to move his home office out there and rearrange some of the living rooms, furniture, my daughter's furniture. I'm gonna do that one again quick. And so that's what we have going on this weekend, really getting through a lot of the stuff since we moved into our new house. Finally going through it, basically. Here we go. And up and down, up and down. Hi, Sherry from Alabama. Thank you so much for being here today. I bet you guys are enjoying some very nice weather down in Alabama. We are expected to get to 50 some degrees. I am up in Michigan, and yes, this weekend is expected to get up to 50 some degrees, and it is going to be a beautiful weekend, especially for being outside and, you know, renovating some things and going through totes and boxes and all that fun stuff. Get right up there and go up and down. I love this look just because it doesn't have to be perfect. Thank you. So I'm just using that Posh hair polish. This is perfect if you have naturally curly hair to put on damp hair, and it's going to help tame that frizz and get you some separation. And then also it is going to, on dry hair, like I'm using it today, it's going to help with some of that separation of the pieces and just gives a more natural feel to these waves. So I'm loving this look. I love it so much. Howdy, howdy, everyone. Okay, now I am going to just see kind of where my hair naturally is parting today. It all depends, honestly, on where it dries after the shower, unless I intentionally do a part. No, actually it's 55 today. That is a cold breeze. Last week was in the 70s. I cannot wait for some nice 70-degree weather here in Michigan, but I do fear that we have some months to go before we get to that level of warmness. But so jealous. Now in Alabama, do you guys have a lot of humidity down there? I imagine so. Look at those cute waves. I just love the versatility of the Liduo. It is one of my favorite tools, honestly, that Launch has put out. Okay. You can just do so much with it. Just getting used to it. Yes, try this out for some of those waves. I love it because it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, the intention is to just be a messy, beachy wave, natural. If my hair was like naturally wavy, there's no perfection needed for this type of hairstyle, which is phenomenal. Last couple pieces here. Again, you want to keep that Liduo moving just so you don't get any of those stops and kinks, but otherwise, we invented humidity. I love it. See, we get humidity up here in Michigan just because we're surrounded by the Great Lakes, and the city that I live in actually is right by the water, the bay. So we do get quite a bit of humidity up here too, but I don't think it's anywhere near like what the South gets. I mean, I've been to Texas before. I don't think I've ever been to Alabama. I've been to Florida before. That was pretty humid. Texas was probably like the most humid. And honestly, we were just there at that time passing through airport to airport, but we were on like a personal plane which exited like outside. So we had to get off the plane outside. And that's when we really noticed, like, oh, you can feel it. So that is really it, ladies. If you want, I can even go into this, like, top layer. Yeah, I totally feel you too, Sherry. I mean, you can see where my layers are just growing out. I go back and forth on layers, honestly. Like, do I want to keep them? Do I want to get rid of them? What am I doing here? So you can really get up to that top layer and get some volume by pushing on that top layer right up. Beautiful. I'm going to shut this off. Obviously, you can hear the fan going. It's going to take a minute. You always have to like hold that power button down to get it to finish. And there it goes. I'm waiting for my children to just barge in any second. The lake, and hello, that was on cue. Oh. All right, ladies. Well, that is all for today. I'm going to get back out there, hang out with my kiddos on this Friday evening. I hope you enjoyed this hair tutorial. I'll be back soon, and there are sales coming. Hold up, and I will post some of the newest launch sales that we have going on. Here's the kiddos. Have a good weekend, everyone.